Hello and welcome to episode 7 of our lifestyle changes. This week we get to talk about my birthday. Fully disclosed that I turned 43 last week, and there's a lot to unpack with that week. For one, with exercise, I feel like I'm really hitting that limit of I can only push so far, and I'm really having a hard time progressing reps and weights because I'm really hitting kind of that limitation with my muscles. So I think now is really that grind and push through. I know we talked about this last week too, but this week, man, I really felt it. I just felt like every time I do workouts, I've got on my phone a list of all my previous workout and what I did in terms of weights, sets, reps, all that, and I try to at least match it, if not progress upon it every week. This week was probably the first I really wasn't able to progress anything, and the workouts themselves still feel like they were pretty intense and a lot of work. So exercise-wise, man, really hitting that. But on the lighter note with the gym, I've noticed now, I mean, going to the Y and working out 5-6 days a week since January 1st. Now we're getting into later February. Starting to really get into conversations with people in the gym that are there all the time. You usually see the same familiar faces and you start to get to know these people a little bit, but mostly we're just talking about workouts, like, hey, what's going on with your workout? What are you doing? And it's building kind of a community with that, and that's not something I really had anticipated or thought about or planned for. It's one of those things that just kind of organically happens as you see the same people and you kind of just start chatting up conversation in between sets and talking about stuff. And it's very encouraging because everybody's pretty uplifting and encouraging, at least at the Y where I work out. So that's been kind of a pleasant side effect of doing this that I didn't, like I said, I didn't really plan for or anticipate or even think that was something that could happen. Figured I'd just go do my workouts, keep to myself, and then get out of there, and that's the end of it. But, but yeah, with this being my birthday week, really the big thing to unpack was my birthday itself. We nothing was planned. There was nothing big going on for my birthday, but dinner-wise, my wife had something else going on with work. We had talked about with my kid's birthday how we let them pick where we go out to eat. So we really didn't go out to eat because my wife had something going on. So I just asked the kids what they wanted. They wanted Subway. So I went and got Subway. Of course, my son, he didn't want Subway. He wanted McDonald's. So I made a 2-for trip. So I did a Subway and McDonald's trip. I just got myself a chicken teriyaki sandwich, which is delicious, but and decently healthy on their menu there. But then afterwards, we ended up going bowling with my wife's family came up, and we went out for bowling. And I used to bowl in a league, so I was actually pretty decent at bowling at one point in my life, but we don't bowl regularly, and I haven't bowled in a long time. So we went out. We bowled 3 games, and we ended up getting some fish bowls at this bowling alley, which is literally a fish bowl with some alcohol and liquor and stuff in it. If you hear some in the background, it's the dog playing with his bone, just as an FYI. But yeah, these fish bowls, man, they put nerds in them. They put little like Swedish fish in them just to make it look like a fish bowl, and you drink out of it. And yeah, we had a couple of those, and I was feeling pretty good. And then when we went into the third game, we decided to do a third one, and that was the wrong idea. So my weight, if you look at the Excel spreadsheets, my weight this week, because my weigh-in was Sunday. My birthday was Friday, weigh-in was Sunday. My weigh-in is really down. That's because, well, I was a little under the weather after my birthday shenanigans. So I was pretty much laid up all Saturday. I didn't really hardly eat anything. I think my calorie intake was less than 200, I think, that day. Plus some of the contents of the fishbowl made a return trip up. So yeah, my weight, there's kind of a skewed data point on my Excel spreadsheet for weights for this one. So it's going to look a little awkward. But overall, though, I mean, outside of that, we had a good time. And I will say, I'll put this on the YouTube. I'll put proof. Bowled to 213. It's pretty dang good for somebody who hasn't bowled in years. To go out there and bowl at 213 after drinking some fish bowls, you know what? That's pretty dang impressive. I have no idea what the score of my last game was. I believe it was at least 150. It might have been more, but I honestly don't remember. But I had a good time, and it was fun memory. I would not encourage. I mean, I don't drink hardly at all. I usually just enjoy some beer here and there, but that kind of stuff, like a fishbowl with liquor, that stuff kicks my butt, man. And cause my problem is, when I talk with my wife about it after the fact, is I don't know where that stopping point is. Like with beer, I know where that's like I can have a couple beers, I'm good, I stop, cut myself off, I feel good, no problems. With liquor, that kind of stuff, I have no idea where it is. Like it's just my body doesn't register. Like, hey, you need to stop now. Just hits you all at once, and then you're like, oh, I'm in trouble. This was too far, and I took it too far, and it's too late. So yeah, I don't endorse that or encourage that, and that's kind of a one-off thing. I mean, that was one of a few times in my life where I've really been under the influence of that stuff, and luckily I have a good support system, good family. I mean, they help take care of me, and we got through it all right. But in terms of lifestyle change, yeah, that's not, drinking is not a part of the lifestyle change. No, that is a one-off. That's not going to be a common occurrence. We're not doing that again anytime soon. Hopefully never. But in terms of everything with the changes, I mean, food-wise, I've been doing pretty good. I mean, my weight has still been just steadily on the decline. Food-wise, we're doing pretty good. Everybody in the family seems to be getting into all of it with, liking grilled chicken and the meals we're making. With the dietary changes that are going on, hitting the gym 5-6 days a week. They're even to the point now where when I don't go, they go without me. Because right now, actually, I'm helping coach a 9U travel baseball team that my nephew is on. And we're starting to ramp up practices because tournaments are coming up. So we've been practicing about twice a week. So that's 2 days out of the week I don't get to go to the gym. But those 2 days, even my wife and my kids, they still go to the gym. So I guess it's really good. And another side effect, I guess, of this that I didn't really anticipate. I kind of figured this was me making some lifestyle changes and hitting the gym, trying to better myself, make myself better. I didn't really anticipate my wife or my kids really participating or just maybe being supportive, yes, but not like actually going alongside me with it, doing it. But then to see like my wife starting to, pay attention to what, calories and not like tracking it like I am, like we've talked about, but, being more active, exercising, paying more attention to what you're eating. My kids are doing the same, that they're getting into it and wanting to exercise and be active. In this day and age with the electronics and digital crap that's out there, social media, to see the family kind of come alongside it and get into that stuff, it's encouraging. I mean, that helps encourage me to keep going. It's like, yes, I can see not only positive changes in myself, body image, weight, energy, feeling, better, stronger, but then seeing my family do that too. That's uplifting and encourages me to keep going and just says, yeah, you're doing something good. This is worthwhile, and to have your family go along with you is awesome. Absolutely, just thrilled by that. I've never really expressed that or said that to them, but yeah, I'm super appreciative of them coming alongside me with this and doing it too, and proud of them for wanting to. Even my 7-year-old, he asked me the other day, goes, "Why can't I lift weights too?" I was like, "Well, you're 7. I wouldn't really recommend you lift weights at 7." But just to, him to see his family be active, it's hopefully going to instill a value in him that he should be active and kind of stay healthy and active that way. Random stuff this week. Gosh, I can't say that I have a whole lot of random stuff. Been a lot going on with the baseball stuff going and birthday, and there's really not any kind of random topics or anything I do want to hit or address. Well, there really isn't much random to talk about this week. So, been a busy week with birthday and baseball stuff ramping up, and we're getting ready to see things get a little busier on those fronts. So, yeah, in terms of any kind of random incidences or occurrences or weird things that have happened throughout the week outside of my birthday, nothing else really. So, we'll keep it short and sweet with that, with my birthday. Turned 43 and feeling pretty good about everything. So far, so good. Appreciate you for sticking around listening to me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.